It's a quiet ache, isn't it? The feeling that you are late. It doesn't shout. It whispers in the quiet moments. You scroll through photos of a friend's new home, see a colleague's promotion, hear about someone younger achieving your dream. The whisper comes. You're behind. You're late to the party. This feeling grows in everyday comparisons, in the gap between your life and the one you imagined. It feels isolating, as if everyone else got a secret map and you're still at the starting line. Friends seem settled, moving forward while you're waiting for your moment. Did I miss my chance? Did I make a wrong turn? These questions haunt you, stealing your peace. The fear says your opportunity has expired, that you missed God's plan. But what if the timeline you're measuring against isn't God's? What if your journey with all its detours is exactly as it should be? Maybe you're not late at all. Maybe you're exactly where you need to be, learning lessons you couldn't learn any other way. God's calendar isn't ours. His timing is perfect, even when it feels slow. Trust that you're not behind, you're being prepared. The world celebrates speed, prodigies, overnight successes, the youngest to achieve. Headlines shout about fast rises, making us feel like slow progress is failure. The world's clock ticks loudly, reminding us of every milestone we haven't reached. But God's priority is different. He is rarely in a hurry. Look at Joseph, a dreamer, then a slave, then a prisoner for years. The world saw failure. God was forging a leader. Moses, raised in a palace, spent 40 years in obscurity as a shepherd before leading a nation. David was anointed king as a boy, but spent years hiding in caves before taking the throne. In each story, delay wasn't denial. The waiting was preparation. God's focus isn't on how fast you arrive, but on who you become along the way. The world may see wasted time, but God sees growth. The waiting seasons are where character is built. Joseph, Moses, David, all were shaped in obscurity. Their delays were classrooms, not setbacks. God's timing is about preparation, not speed. Don't let the world's clock drown out God's process. Trust the slow work of God. What feels like delay is often God's classroom. In hidden seasons, He shapes our character, not our resume. Patience is learned in the waiting, trusting God's timing when it makes no sense. Joseph learned patience in prison, Moses in the desert, David in caves. This patience isn't passive, it's active trust. Humility grows when our plans fail and we realize we're not in control. God strips away pride, teaching us dependence on Him. Waiting builds resilience, spiritual strength for future storms. Every day you trust God in uncertainty, you grow stronger. Joseph's prison years prepared him for leadership in crisis. David's years on the run made him a resilient king. God never wastes waiting. He uses it to build what only time and trust can create. The valley is where you find God is with you. Think of a towering oak. Its strength is in its roots, hidden deep underground. Before a tree grows tall, it grows deep. The invisible work anchors it for storms. Your life is the same. Seasons of feeling stuck may be when God is developing your roots. He's anchoring you in His love, building character to support your purpose. We crave visible growth, but God patiently tends to the roots. Comparison is the enemy here. We see others' branches, not their roots. We don't see their hidden seasons or storms. Comparison robs us of joy and makes us despise our own process. Your calling is unique. Your preparation will be too. God wastes nothing. Every delay and detour is part of His design. Trust the process even when it's hidden. The branches will come in their time. Don't rush what God is rooting in you. Deep roots sustain great heights. Ecclesiastes says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. Not instantly, but in its time. Our frustration comes from forcing a harvest in a season of planting. Sometimes God's not yet is protection. He withholds what we're not ready for. A promotion too soon could crush us. A relationship too early could break us. God's delays are acts of love, not rejection. He prepares us for challenges we can't see. Joseph's years in prison prepared him to forgive and lead. Your struggles now are building strength for future assignments. God is a master craftsman. He shapes, refines, and prepares us with patience. When you feel forgotten, remember, you are being prepared. The Master's hand is on you, making you ready for what's next. Trust his timing. It's always purposeful. Feeling late doesn't mean you're left behind. You're on a unique timeline, governed by grace, not the clock. Grace marks your journey, not age or achievement. You're right on time for what God is doing in you. This isn't a race against others. It's a walk with God, at his pace. Grace shapes and prepares you, found in the waiting and the struggle. Looking back, you'll see the delays were filled with grace and transformation. Be patient with yourself. God is not rushing you. Trust the artist. He knows when to add the final brushstroke. Your worth isn't measured by speed or accomplishments. You are loved right now in the middle of your journey. God walks with you, guiding every step. He is making everything beautiful in its time. Let this truth settle in. You are not late. The world may hand you a stopwatch, but God offers his hand. Your story isn't a race, it's a journey to savor. Every step, even the slow ones, is meaningful. God orchestrates every detail. You are not forgotten. The path may be slow or winding, but it's yours, designed by a loving God. Don't despise the slow miles. They teach you to lean on him. The transformation happens along the way, not just at the destination. Lift your head, breathe, and release the pressure to keep up. Your life is a story of grace, not a performance. God writes beautiful stories of deliverers, rulers, kings, and you. The waiting is holy ground, preparing you for your calling. Trust his timing and embrace your journey. One day, you'll see every delay was part of the design. You were never late. You were right on grace's time.